Hello everyone, today we're deep diving into the dark, twisted world of the Doom universe. We're here to explore Prince Ahzrak, the powerful, formidable, evil villain of the Doom Dark Ages. Ahzrak isn't your average, muscle-flexing, menacing, typical villain. He is wise, intellectual, ambitious, and cunning. Hungry for ultimate control over Hell, he challenges the legendary Doomslayer. With dark magic and deadly combat skills, Ahzrak brings a fresh, intense energy to the Doom universe. So hang on to know more about his backstory, attack strategies, and if you like what you watch, subscribe, share, and like the video. Who is Ahzrak? What is his origin? Prince Ahzrak is the primary antagonist in Doom: The Dark Ages. The dreadful demon prince was born in the darkest pits of Hell's citadel. As a child, he was nurtured by the dark knowledge, by the ancient secrets buried in the shadows of Hell's priests. He mastered the cryptic secrets beyond the bounds of the mortal world. Cursed blood runs in his veins. His tainted ancestry, steeped in ancient bloodlines, grants him the right to command Hell's hordes by blood oath. Hell's Horde is the massive demon army that serves under the rule of Hell's overlord. These are monstrous, violent, undead creatures, so when someone gives their command, they are a serious threat to the whole Doom universe. Prince Ahzrak, compared to the rest of his peers, was ambitious and an intellect. Through wisely calculated tactics, he ascended through Hell's hierarchy. When the Doomslayer terrified the demon army, Ahzrak stood determined. He instructed the Elder Council with strategy and mastery of dark arts as he climbed up the ranks in the High Council. Ahzrak forged a pact with the Witch, a pale sorceress from a realm beyond the known, hoping the diabolical connection would make his quest for dominion easier. They planned to merge their realms to amplify the dark powers, engulfing the universe in darkness. Together, they searched for the Heart of Argent, a source of infinite power extracted from the Wraith's soul. He believed this weapon would help him achieve his glorious dominion over Hell. Ahzrak did his best to avoid a confrontation with the Doomslayer, despite possessing weapons of infinite power. Yet, his end came at the hands of the indomitable Doomslayer, giving fans an epic showdown, and in the end, the evil fell.
And the Heart of Argent gives us the power to conquer the beast and crush it.
What is Ahzrak's plan in Doom: The Dark Ages? The ultimate goal of Prince Ahzrak in the Dark Ages is to get absolute control and command over Hell by obtaining the Heart of the Argent. He becomes the head of the High Council of Hell by receiving this ethereal power. But from early on, he realized that Doomslayer is a serious threat to his reign, and he's smart enough to avoid a one-on-one confrontation with him. Instead, he first instructs the Witch and his demon legions to break humanity's defenses. Ahzrak's strategy is to resurrect the Old One, a fallen deity of the cosmic realm, and use his priests to achieve this. This would ensure the Old One's security and services to Hell, and bind both realms. His only target is the city of Aradum, where the Heart of Argent rests, and to get his hands on this artifact, he planned and executed an imminent attack on the town. But just before he could get his hands on the artifact, King Novik intervenes and escapes with it, collapsing the city around them. Ahzrak then launches a siege, catching up to Novik. Ahzrak defeats him and is fooled into believing that he yielded the Heart of Argent, only to find out later that its energy core is missing. His ambition takes a dark, twisted turn when he hijacks a Maker drone and slaughters all others nearby. Ahzrak eventually acquires the full power of the artifact with the aid of the Witch, but before too long, he and Doomslayer face off in a brutal fight, leading to the end of the Dark Ages storyline. Why did Creed Maker help Ahzrak? Creed Maker's decision to help Ahzrak was one of the most nerve-wracking twists that the fans didn't see coming, which resulted in the Doomslayer getting imprisoned in the Acid Lake. However, why he did it, whether it was out of fear or Ahzrak's voice influenced him, is still a topic of debate. However, the experts say that his decision to help Ahzrak stems from fear and manipulation for self-preservation. He was clearly losing control over Doomslayer and knew that if he failed, the powerful Khan Maker could have him executed. When Creed saw just how powerful the Demon Prince was, he eventually sided with him, because, sincerely, he didn't have any other option. Or maybe Khan wanted him to help Ahzrak all along, as some fans claim. Either way, the decision did not end well for him, because he was later executed by the Doomslayer himself after his resurrection. When does Enhanced Ahzrak appear as a boss? The Enhanced Ahzrak appears in Chapter 21 of Dark Ages, where he becomes a formidable boss and gives the final challenge. The Doomslayer reaches here after defeating the Old One, and this encounter serves as a decisive challenge where every move and strategy the player has learned over time would be tested. The battle unfolds over 3 intense levels. 1. In Phase 1, Ahzrak uses swift melee combos, spear thrusts, and brings forward blood constructs to attack the Slayer. 2. Phase 2 begins only after Ahzrak's health bar is completely depleted. In this level, he develops demon wings and gains enhanced abilities. He places a pillar on the battlefield that launches projectiles, and the player must destroy them for armor and health recovery. 3. In Phase 3, the battle becomes the most intense and dynamic. Ahzrak's tricky moves include summoning 6 giant pillars that shoot deadly projectiles. He also shoots sharp energy blasts that spread out in circles. To reach the final moments, the player must be equally good at defense and relentlessly keep attacking the prince. What are his Phase 1 boss attacks and mechanics? In Phase 1, Ahzrak uses a variety of attacks that test the player's parry and game mechanics. 1. Dash melee combo. Ahzrak dashes forward towards the Slayer and uses a melee combo, discharging Hell's Surge energy from his spear, indicated with a green glow, and it can only be defended by the most accurate parry moves. 2. Spear thrusts. The most powerful move in this phase, as it can instantly weaken the shield. Used as a follow-up to his melee combo, it's a quick, charged spear attack. 3. Ground Slam. Ahzrak jumps into the air and slams the ground with Hell Surge energy. If this move can be accurately defended and parried, it would contribute to damage Ahzrak's stun meter. 4. Hell Surge Projectile. An energy attack that can be defended and reflected inflicts serious damage to his stun meter. 5. This phase also contains more timely activated weapons from Ahzrak, including ground spikes and his summoning of 2 red blood statues. Staying close to Ahzrak and parrying his melee and projectile moves are important for success in this phase. What new powers does he gain in Phase 2? In Phase 2, Ahzrak becomes increasingly aggressive with demon wings and introduces several new attacks that challenge the player's adaptability and timing. 1. Spikes. Ahzrak summons 4 orange spikes from the ground. If not destroyed correctly, these spikes can release fireballs and cause serious damage. But if they are eliminated correctly with a shield throw, health and armor power-ups will be granted. 2. Overhead 2. Ahzrak thrusts into the air and whips his spear to create a shockwave with a downward stab. This move is similar to the one he did in Phase 1, but lacks a visual clue, so timely defending could be difficult. 3. Spear Throw. If you stay far from Ahzrak, he will hurl the spear towards the player, followed by a lunge. This move is dangerous, as it could instantly destroy the armor. Staying close to him is the best option to avoid this attack. Staying vigilant and efficiently responsive is very important, as Ahzrak's damage and aggressiveness considerably increase during this phase. What happens during Phase 3 of the boss fight? Phase 3 is undoubtedly Ahzrak's final and most vicious form, where he introduces new combos and attack tactics. 1. Fall of the Beast. Ahzrak summons 6 blood beasts from the air, and they assemble around the arena. Parrying their attacks destroys them and also provides health and armor power-ups. 2. Radial Spike Attack. Ahzrak makes spikes that erupt from the ground, which move towards the player in waves. Each spike contains Hell Surge energy, and if parried timely and accurately, it can be deflected back. 3. Quadruple Spear Thrust. His 4 rapid spear thrusts in succession can cause serious damage to the health bar. It can be parried only if defended accurately. To overcome this phase, the player has to be adept at parry timings. It's also advisable to stay close to Ahzrak to avoid his timely ranged attacks that could be deadly. Also, simultaneously dealing with the summoned entities is equally important, as destroying them provides health and armor. What strategy works best to beat Enhanced Ahzrak? Defeating the Enhanced Ahzrak is a formidable challenge. The player needs to be a master of parrying, must choose the right weapon, and handle their complex attack patterns effectively and continuously. A player could remember a few tips as he fights the Prince of Darkness. 1. Stay close. Ahzrak's ranged weapons and attacks could be serious and cost health. Some attacks, like the Blood Bolt, cannot be blocked. So identifying such attacks and staying close to him is sometimes important. 2. Focus on rapidly parrying his green glowing surge attacks to build up his stun meter, and once stunned, follow with a finisher to inflict serious damage. 3. The weapon you choose is crucial to do maximum damage in close range. Super Shotgun, Skull Crusher Pulverizer, and Dread Mace are great options to break Ahzrak's guard. 4. Evolve and learn how to handle combos and destroy the summons. Observe and learn attack patterns to anticipate his movements effectively. 5. Destroy his summons to gain health and armor. Identify the variations, their movement, and delays, which will make a huge difference. Have we ever faced anything like Ahzrak in Doom before? Ahzrak is undoubtedly a challenging villain in the world of Doom, but fans still ask if they have ever faced anything like him in the Doom universe. Well, the answer is simple. No. Ahzrak is unique, and unlike other villains with general abstract evil agendas, he stands out as his agendas are very personal and twisted. He's very ambitious, and he truly was a tyrant in the making. It is proof of his wisdom and knowledge that he was pursuing the heart of the Ardent, with which he could control hell, rather than using the blunt attacking force of his demon army. Even with all his power, he admired, respected, and feared the Doomslayer. He did his best to avoid one-on-one combat, showing his fear and envy. His character design and backstory set him apart from any other villains or characters for that matter. He is not a bulky, muscular figure, but a sleek, cold-blooded, evil overlord. His horns and glowing eyes, with a humanoid demon figure, add to his nerve-chilling visual features. Though in the entire story we see him as an instructor and a manipulator, towards the end we see him as the challenging, dynamic boss he is. Suddenly, the player needs to level up, adapting to his rapid movements, fight tactics, and weapon combos. Prince Ahzrak's backstory, personal intentions, and envy for the Doomslayer make him a unique villain. His unique design and challenging gameplay mechanics add depth and girth to his status as one of the most formidable and memorable villains of the Doom universe. Could Ahzrak actually stand a chance against Davoth? Since the Doom Dark Ages, fans have debated whether Ahzrak could stand a chance in a one-on-one fight against the Dark Lord Davoth. With his ambition-fueled expertise, knowledge, and wisdom of the Dark World, can Ahzrak ever be a challenging opponent to Davoth? According to thousands of fans, the answer is simple. No. Though Ahzrak feels like a powerhouse in the Dark Ages, in reality, he is nowhere near Davoth's level. Ahzrak was powerful mainly because he was juiced up by the Wraith energy, massively enhancing his strength. And the Slayer in the Dark Ages is merely in his beginning stages, compared to his expertise in Doom 2016. The Father created Davoth, the first and most powerful of his creations, meant to help shape all of existence. Davoth created the dimension in which Ahzrak was born, possibly even the cosmic realm. He's undoubtedly a god-level entity. So even though Ahzrak had some powerful screen moments, like stabbing the Slayer with his spike or punching him down, it doesn't change the fact that Davoth would destroy Ahzrak in moments. Marvelous verdict. So to sum it up, Ahzrak is undoubtedly the most unique and memorable villain in the Doom universe, making the Dark Ages quest of the Doomslayer so challenging and interesting. He brings a new level of depth and personality to the Doom franchise. Though he still falls short of Overlord Davoth, he is cunning and ambitious, and his presence leaves an unforgettable mark on the fans' minds. He's definitely a Hell Prince who was just as dangerous as its gods. To watch more videos and content about Doom and other gaming universes, subscribe to our channel and tune in for more videos. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.